Hi everyone, Gemma here. Thanks for watching today. I'm back. Happy New Year. I hope you've had a lovely break. I hope you had some time to relax, enjoy some quality time with your family and friends, and just overall enjoy the festivities. So I thought I'd start off gently with a craft haul video. So a lot of the product is from Craft Stash, and I've got a few items from a few other places. So before I get into the video, I just want to let you know that as of next week, Monday the 16th of January, I'll be starting my 14 Days of Love series, and I'll be posting a project every other day for the next 14 days. So you'll have 7 Valentine's projects to choose from, and they will consist of cards and 3D projects. So I'm just going to show you some of the bits that I've got that were part of the Black Friday deals, then the Boxing Day sales, and any other bits that I've picked up in between. So I'm not going to go into too much detail with all of the products. I'll just give you a quick overview so you can see what I've bought. Perhaps they'll just inspire you to dig things out of your stash that you might not have used for some time. I don't want to bore you too much with just showing you product. So let's get into it. So I've divided the items up into sections by brand, and the majority that I have is from Creative Craft products. So I'll just quickly go through those. So I have the shaker cups here. So they're 3.5 inches. And these are a great addition to have in your stash. Now these items here, the accordion stepper card die, the center stepper card die, and the ultimate ribbons, I think they were like £2.59 each. They were such a bargain. So I've got the stamps and die here, and you've got special birthday, happy anniversary, move that, hip hip hooray, congratulations, you made it. So that's quite a nice selection of sentiments there to have. So you've got the stamp, but then you've also got the outline die and the inner die, so you can work it many ways. So I've got the center stepper card die. This is ideal if you don't like creating those card bases yourself. Everything is there for you. One pass through your machine, and it's quite a quick card to put together. So I'll be sharing some videos over the next few months using these dies. So I got 2 of those because of the price, so I will be looking to give one of those away in the future. And then I have the accordion stepper card die. So very much similar to the previous one. Everything is there for you. The machine does all the work. You've probably seen that I already have filigree border nestable dies in my stash, but I don't have the nested octagons, so I added those. And then I'm trying to build my stash up, which you'll probably see now from the selection that I show you. So a lot of them are nested dies in various shapes. So I've got the inverted scallop here, and this is the square one. I've then also got the DL inverted scallop, the rectangles again in the inverted scallop, the nested octagons. So the inverted scallop here will work nicely with the filigree border die set, and also with any other octagons that are within the Creative Craft products range. And I've got the scallop squares, the nested ovals, the inverted scallop circles. Then these 2 are the most recent launch from Creative Craft products, which are called the notched edges. So I believe I bought 2 for £26.99. And I went for the nested octagons because I thought this had more of a circular shape and is more of the style that I tend to go for, and these squares. And then lastly, even though this is creative, it's all the same brand, it's just different packaging, we've got the heart die set. So I thought this was quite an unusual shape of heart, and I thought they were coming in handy for my Valentine mix that are coming up. So that's all the Creative Craft products. So I wasn't quick enough to get the Black Friday deal where there were 2 sets for £69.99, I think it was. But I bought this set. So it's the Tri-Blend Spectra Noir brush and 3-in-1 for controlled blend. I have used these on one of the cards, so it's quite a good selection in here, and I like the fact that you've got the 3 colours all in one brush and you don't have to fuss around to check that each colour blends nicely. What I will say in comparison to my Copic markers, I find that the Copics are a lot brighter in tone. And here this it's got the yellow blend, but it's not that bright yellow that I like. So I'm going to try them again on some future cards and see how I get on with them. But I might just have to build out the range that I have just to get those extra colours that I like. So this is the most recent launch from Textures, and it's the Wildflowers collection. So I just wanted a little taster of the collection, and I thought these 2 items were perfect together. So I've got the Wildflower A5 stamp set. So I've got these really nice silhouette stamps here. And then I saw Lou demonstrate the cloud layering stencil, and it's got such an effective look. So you've got the larger section here to create the background, and then this stencil on top of that gives a more detailed look. So you've got the shadowing in the clouds, and I think it looks really nice. So from Card Making Magic, I also got the rosettes and more. So I really like this because it had, I don't know if you can see that, the heart-shaped rosette. Obviously you can do rosettes by hand, which I've done in the past, but with these eyes you've got the additional shape on the end, and then this one gives you the heart shape, and you've also got a few other dies in here as well. So I thought that would come in handy. Then from Studio Light I bought this Slimline Hearts die. So it's got the 3 heart apertures as well as additional dies here and this heart border. I thought this would add a really nice addition to my stash, and I'm really enjoying the Studio Light products. I haven't heard of them until recently, so it might be a new brand, but they remind me, this style reminds me of My Favourite Things, and I sort of like the critters and the dies that they've come out with. So I've got a few of those items in my stash. Then from Made to Surprise, I've got the Desk Buddy. So if you haven't seen this before, let me just move this. So this is a mini desk hoover. It's got the brushes on the bottom here, and you just use it to clean up your desk. So it's battery operated, so I need to add some of those in there. You just turn it on and off with a switch here. You've also got this nozzle, so I'm assuming you attach it on this, you get a more controlled section, and then a little brush as well then to clean up the little hoover. So I've also got the accent glaze. Then I have the Luxury Craft scissors. It's really nice soft grip there. Haven't used it yet, so I'll let you know how I get on with that one. Or if you've got this in your stash, let me know what you think. And then lastly, I've got the Essential tool set. It's got this nice mesh pocket in here to hold additional items, a bone folder, 2 types of tweezers, so you've got more of a straight edge and a curved edge on that one, a pickup tool, and I like the fact that it's got wax on both sides, so that'll come in handy, a pokey tool and a ruler. And then lastly, from Craft Stash, I've got some essential items. So I've got the 10x7 white cards and envelopes, so I thought this would come in handy for some top folding 5x7 cards, so I'll just chop them in half and use them for 5x7. I've got some foundation cards from Creative Expression, so I have the Scarlet, Pink Blush and Pink Cotton. So you can see where I'm going with this. This is all for my Valentine's mix. And then from Craft Perfect, I have the Coral Pink. And then an essential item is some A4 smooth white cardstock. So I use all this for any card bases, any stamping, and I use ink blending, Copics. So I find this is a really good multi-purpose cardstock, and it's 300 GSM, so it's good for 3D projects as well. And then within the cardstock sort of range, I also picked up Scent with Love, and this is from Craft Stash & Co, and it's been designed by Katie Skilton. So this is the actual, so this actually is the 3rd pack that I've bought, because it was at such a great price, and I really like all the different colours and the patterns within this paper pack. So you'll see me using this in my Valentine's mix, perhaps my Mother's Day cards, but yeah, it's a really nice addition to my collection. So I also wanted to build my Nouveau Drop collection, so I've ordered quite a lot from Tonic Studios. So I don't know if you can see all those, but I've got some vintage drops, so that's the selection there. I won't go through the individual colours with you. And then these are the crystal drops, and then the glitter drops. Oh, I don't know if you can see that one. The colour on that looks really nice. So that's the Grotto Green, so that'll come in handy for Christmas mix. And then I also bought these crystal drops from my local craft store, which is Valley Crafts. They're just round the corner from me. They had a small selection there, so I just picked up what they had and that I didn't have in my stash. So I've got those crystal drops as well. And I'll show you how I store those in my future craft room video. And then these are additional bits that I've bought from Valley Crafts. So they had a sale after Christmas, so I popped round and had a look what they had. So I picked out the Spectra Noir watercolour markers. So we're going to have a go at those, see what they're like. So I picked up the Once Upon a Time stamp and die set. Some spray bottles. I thought they'd come in handy if you had some mica powder and some water ready for when I do some ink blending. Some bows and ribbon. Bought these silver butterflies. I thought they were really pretty. Then I've got the For the Love of Stamps by Hunky Dory. I'm not sure what this one is called. Could be hidden under the Pizza Passion. Then I've got these DL dies from Phil Martin, Simply Sentimentally Yours. So it's got sort of an unusual edge, so I thought that would be nice to add to my collection. Then I bought some Hunky Dory Diamond Sparkles paper, or cardstock I should say. Then I got a few sheets of funky foam in the white. This always comes in handy to pop up any sentiments or letters, numbers, word dies, etc. I also picked up the Pigment Ink VersaFine Clay, and it's in the Charming Pink. I tend to use pink a lot in my crafting, one of my favourite colours, so I thought this would come in handy. I do often use my oxide distress inks, but they're not suitable for stamping. You have to stamp them off several times to get a really good impression. So I might start building my collection up with these inks, see how it goes. And then lastly, if you don't know, I'm from Wales. My husband is a fluent Welsh speaker. It's his first language. So I thought it'd be handy to have a Welsh stamp within my set. So I've got quite a few sentiments there. It covers sort of all your relations, birthday, Christmas, congratulations, thank you. They're the only ones that I know. So that's it from me today. Quite a lot of product there to share with you. As you can see, I've been buying quite a lot over the last few weeks. My New Year's resolution is to buy less and use more. So hopefully you will see me using these dies and additional items that I have in my stash, and hopefully it'll inspire you to do the same. I also want to use up my pattern papers, so I'm thinking of starting a new series of where we do maybe one sheet wonders or something like that along those lines, using our pattern paper up so we can, or so I can run down my stock, because I've got quite a lot of packs there that are just sitting on the shelf that need to be used. So thank you very much for watching. I also wanted to thank you for your continued support and your patience during the festive break. I started my channel in September and I'm overwhelmed with the amount of support and comments and feedback that I've had. I'm so grateful for it, and I really appreciate you all for taking the time to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. I hope you continue to enjoy future content. So as I said, check out my 14 Days of Love series coming next week. So I'll try my best to link all the products in the description box below. As you can see, it's quite a lot, so I may forget one or two, so apologies if I do. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!